Apple is about to change more than anyone imagined, and the iPhone 18 might be the largest overhaul we've seen in years. From a brand new A20 CPU and AI-driven performance to a significant camera revamp, a fresh launch strategy, and a bizarre design leak that nobody saw coming, this is everything we know about the iPhone 18 series right now. A new launch strategy first up. We've got the launch strategy. Next year, Apple is apparently handling things a bit differently. Leaks are indicating that the iPhone 18 Pro and the Pro Max are going to appear in September 2026 as usual, but the ordinary iPhone 18 and the Air variant could arrive slightly later, potentially a few weeks behind the Pro models. So, for the first time, Apple might be staggered its iPhone rollout, instead of announcing the complete selection on the same day. Performance, memory, and connectivity powering the entire lineup is the A20 chip. Built on TSMC's 2nm technology, it is said to deliver major advances in efficiency and AI performance, while running much cooler than the A19. Apple is rumored to be tightening the memory integration with new chips as well, and every model is likely to include 12 gigs of RAM, finally erasing the performance difference between the base and the Pro models. Connectivity also gets a substantial update with Apple's new C2 modem and Wi-Fi 7. Plus, Bluetooth 6.1 compatibility is presently being tested, which should deliver lower latency, higher dependability, and increased power economy for linked accessories if it makes the final design. Display and design tweaks. Display-wise, the iPhone 18 Pro is keeping the 6.3-inch LTPO with OLED, while the Pro Max likewise remains at 6.9 inches. Both are going to run 120 Hz ProMotion and feature significantly narrower bezels, including Apple's next-gen ceramic shield glass for better durability. Peak brightness is reported to hit over 3,400 nits, making it the brightest display we've ever seen on an iPhone. On the display front as well, the dynamic island is diminishing. Leaks suggest that Apple is testing a smaller dynamic island, and early prototypes reportedly have under-display Face ID hardware, though that innovation presumably isn't likely to ship until the next generation afterwards. The camera overhaul now, onto the cameras, and this is where things become very interesting. The iPhone 18 Pro is believed to contain a variable aperture 48-megapixel main camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and the 64-megapixel periscope, enabling up to 10x optical zoom. For the Pro Max, insiders are alleging that Apple is experimenting with a stacked 200-megapixel sensor. It would be the biggest camera upgrade ever in an iPhone. However, it's still in early testing, and it hasn't been confirmed. We're also hearing about better AI-powered video tools, improved HDR in low light, and faster picture processing owing to the new A20's neural engine. Thermals, battery, and charging thermals are another theme again this year. Apple is preserving the stainless steel vapor chamber cooling technology debuted in this year's iPhone 17 Pro Max, but leaks suggest it's been enhanced for better heat distribution and sustained performance while gaming, 4K recording, and AI operations. With a new 2-nanometer processor and a novel stacked cell battery design, endurance might improve around 10% to 15% without increasing the actual battery size. Charging is expected to maintain around 30-watt wired, with MagSafe and Qi2 wireless speeds continuing at 25 watt. Software. The Google AI deal on the software side, Apple is adopting a radically different approach this time. Instead of depending exclusively on its own AI models, fresh rumors indicate that Apple could be paying Google up to $1 billion a year to integrate components of Google's Gemini AI into Siri. It's supposed to be a special version of Gemini, but it's designed specifically for Apple and operating through Apple's private cloud compute infrastructure, which guarantees all user data stays protected and secret. This cooperation could accelerate Siri with faster responses, more natural interactions, and improved context understanding, while still keeping Apple's strict privacy rules intact. At the same time, Apple is still creating its own in-house models as well, so this Google collaboration sounds like more of a powerful shortcut to get advanced AI features to the iPhone 18 sooner rather than later. The surprise design leak finally, the biggest surprise so far, the one leak that radically transformed how everyone is looking at this phone. Multiple reliable sources are suggesting that Apple is testing a transparent or translucent backplate for the iPhone 18 Pro versions. It wouldn't be totally clear like we see in devices like the Nothing phone. Instead, it's believed to be a frosted glass covering that slowly discloses the internal layout, allowing you a view of the battery shield and the logic board design behind. And again, it's only going to be on this rectangle panel. If Apple actually follows through with this, of course, it's going to be the first iPhone ever to allow you view what's occurring inside. Satellite connectivity on the iPhone is the kind of feature that you don't pay any attention to until you really need it. Apple's been quietly increasing the ability to stay connected when there's no cell signal, and according to a recent story from The Information, this could culminate in the iPhone 18 Pro being able to connect to satellite 5G services. That's notable for a lot of reasons. The first is that satellite support on iPhone is currently confined to the emergency SOS capability and limited iMessage support. There's no choice for anything more substantial, meaning you presently can't use a satellite signal to video call, browse the internet, or make phone calls. Adding 5G satellite support could change that. The Information story adds that this might see a contract formed between Apple and SpaceX to provide Starlink connectivity to the iPhone in the future. It's noted that Starlink has started supporting the same frequency employed by Globalstar, the company that supplies satellite connectivity on iPhone and Apple Watch Ultra 3. Now, of course, I've based these renders, including the ones in hand, on all of these leaks. But as always, thus early on, we can have prototypes that never make it to market or even just get some misleading information. But as soon as any further leaks come in, I'm going to be publishing them straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.